This rusty shape is one of only 2 ever built. It once made 800-plus horsepower. Carroll Shelby called it the Cobra to end all Cobras. And last time it changed hands, it hammered for millions. Welcome to the story of the Super Snake they almost forgot. Why were only 2 built? And where did the other one go? This is CSX 3015, Carroll Shelby's personal 1966 Cobra 427 Super Snake, the last surviving dual supercharged Cobra of its kind. Built as an experimental tire testing and PR monster, it wears twin Paxton superchargers bolted to a 427 cubic inch V8, a setup rated at roughly 800 horsepower in period testing. How did Shelby get from a shop prototype to a multi-million-dollar trophy? What made it a Super Snake? The Super Snake wasn't a trim level. It was an experiment in overkill. Starting from a competition spec 427 Cobra, Shelby's team retrofitted a custom Edelbrock intake and 2 Paxton superchargers, plus strengthened internals and a heavier cooling system. The result? A street-legal Cobra tuned to terrifying output, 0 to 60 in seconds and top speeds pushing into territory most drivers couldn't handle. Shelby reportedly used one of these cars for Goodyear tire testing, pushing the car well beyond 170 to 200 miles per hour in test runs, which is why Goodyear and Shelby were so intent on getting the prototype right. If it was so extreme, why were only 2 made? Shelby only built 2 twin Paxton Super Snakes, CSX 3015, Shelby's own, and CSX 3303, the one that left the production line for testing and public exposure. The second car, CSX 3303, met a tragic end after a high-speed crash and was effectively destroyed, leaving CSX 3015 as the sole surviving Super Snake. That finality is a huge driver of the car's mystique and its value. What exactly happened to CSX 3303? Accident, fate, rumor? The destroyed sister car became part of the Super Snake legend. Throttle-stuck tails and violent crashes entered the lore, amplifying the Super Snake's reputation as dangerously fast and unpredictably raw. Whether myth or fact, the end of CSX 3303 turned CSX 3015 from a rare car into a unique survivor, a living relic of Carroll Shelby's bravado. If the other one was destroyed, why would someone park CSX 3015 for decades? After its racing and testing days, CSX 3015 passed through a handful of owners, and for long stretches it lived idle and hidden, the very definition of a barn find. Cars like this often get tucked away when tastes change. Collectors prioritize other cars, or the logistics and insurance of a near one-of-one get complicated. In CSX 3015's case, being shelved preserved original patina and provenance that collectors drool over today. If you love hidden automotive legends like this, hit subscribe. Don't miss the next barn find reveal. How much is one-of-one originality worth? The auction shows the answer. The Super Snake's value is a perfect storm. Rarity, 1 remaining, provenance, Shelby's personal car, performance, twin superchargers, 800 horsepower, and cultural lore, the destroyed sister car and Shelby's own words. Those factors pushed CSX 3015 to auction glory. The Barrett-Jackson sale in 2021 that confirmed the car's stratospheric worth. Public bidding and collector competition drove the final price into the multi-million bracket. Some outlets reported a $5 million hammer, with final figures reported up to $5.5 million when commissions and fees were included, cementing its place as one of the most expensive Cobras ever sold. So if it sold for over $5 million, why does today's market whisper $3.5 million in the title? Headlines sometimes use a single price to catch attention, but collector car values shift with context. Public auction records show $5 million plus for the Barrett-Jackson sale, while private valuations, insurance appraisals, and market conditions can produce different headline numbers like $3.5 million depending on whether commissions, restoration, or legal encumbrances apply. The key takeaway: this car's worth isn't a single number. It's a story that collectors pay a premium to own. Does the car need restoration? Would you drive it? That's the split collectors argue about. For cars like CSX 3015, there's a philosophical divide. Purists prize original patina and mechanical authenticity, the untouched scars that prove history. Restorers want showroom perfection to fetch higher concours dollars. For the Super Snake, many buyers prefer preservation. You can't recreate Shelby's personal fingerprints or original race days setup. That irreplaceability often trumps a cosmetic restoration. Would you park this in a climate-controlled museum or rip it down the strip? The Super Snake is more than a car. It's a story of obsession. Shelby's obsession with speed, the experimental audacity of twin superchargers, and the cruel twist that left only one. Whether you care about horsepower, history, or provenance, CSX 3015 is the kind of artifact that makes automotive lovers stop and argue for hours. Which barn find should I cover next? The Ferrari or the Lamborghini? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'll see you at the next hidden legend.